Hello, everyone, and welcome to here in Portimao. It's an exciting day, and they're just taking the formation lap for the grid today. Oh, and it seems it's already showing that people are cheating, already showing that people are using Grav, as Srosh is using Grav. There we go, that is already being used quite nicely. Gravity detection system. That means Srosh is using gravity. Uh, but changing the subject. Joining me in the commentary box today isn't Iokin Dawson. I'm joined by Blaze Gravity.
Hello.
So yeah, it's a exciting day here today. Qualifying was yesterday. If you didn't watch that, be sure to go um watch that. But there's already been one person using it. That means Srosh is disqualified because of the using gravity. If you don't know what it means, gravity basically allows the car to get a lot more downforce and makes you go way faster through the corners. So that is Swash out of the way already. What are your thoughts on that, Blaze?
Now that's interesting because remember back in I think around Bahrain or
Hmm.
Russia, Singapore, he almost won. That's quite significant because he's been sticking around the top five from the start of the season. So that's a big contender out of the standings already from
Hmm.
gravity hacks.
Yep. And there we go. Where is my other drivers? So it seems that there'll be a few things happening. I can tell you this now. I love my Geordie is restarting his PC. I can tell you that much.
Mm.
Where's Josh?
Yeah.
Can you private message Josh saying people are restarting? And one of them is restarting.
Right.
It's Love My Geordie's restarting his PC, so he's just, be a little bit late. I don't know what is Zen Motorsports doing in P2, but he's out there. Oh, there we go. There's Love My Geordie. Okay. So,
Well,
Ayano is cheating, so
I don't think that's a driver. Is that a driver?
I don't know. Hanabe is okay. It is Hanabe, so
Okay,
it's
that's
it's
fine.
expected from Hanabe. It's expected. I am in tears. So it is now picture time. Can we remove the who's cheating? Everyone goes up a position. Can we tell them to stop using the hacks, and then we can actually get on with it? So exciting day. Not that many people are here at the moment, are they? Oh, here comes some more people. Oh, here comes some more people. They're just doing their outlaps now. Oh, and someone's. Oh, oh, what's happened to Love My Geordie's car? Uh, that's that's zooming off into the distance. Can someone go get that? Yep, there it goes. Oh, that's not great. There, yeah, that's gone. I'm afraid. Someone's just moved his car on purpose. But we shall be starting. No, not everyone's here yet. Not everyone's here. Here comes Srosh. He's back. Srosh is back. Well, I think we need to wait for the Sunset GP to come back. Oh, there we go. Hold on, have I got Roblox muted? I think I have. There we go. goes. Here comes the Sunset GP coming back now. So, this is the Portimao GP. What? So, I'm sorry if I've interrupted you a few times, Blaze, but what are your thoughts on this weekend going to be like then? What do you think it's going to be like? He's very, very quiet, I think. For some reason, I've left the VC. I apologise.
Got me a bit mystified. What's happened there? Did he crash? No, the stream's still going.
Yeah. Sorry, what, I'm going to say it again. Actually, no, here comes the national anthem. We'll, Okay, so that was the national anthem, and now we're going to get straight into the RRA intro. Hello everyone and welcome to the sunny side of the Iberian area of Spain and Portugal. We're in Portugal here today and it's the Portimao Grand Prix, the Pension Grand Prix. An exciting one indeed to keep an eye out. So, we're here, RRA 2021, Pension Portimao Grand Prix, and it's going to be an exciting one. Dakar starts in pole, it's round number 8 here in Portugal. So, fun fact, Portimao, the city is well known for its sandy beaches and its lovely red cliffs, so if you ever come to Portugal, something definitely to come and see. Portuguese is the official language in 9 countries such as Brazil and Cape Verde. So if you ever go to somewhere that speaks Portuguese, you'll definitely need to have a little bit of practice, since it's quite common in areas. It is 27 degrees Celsius and 81 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 degrees Celsius on the track temperature and 48% humidity. So it's a hot one here today, but not too hot. It's 19.3 kilometers per hour wind. So it is heading northwest, so we may see some windy parts of the track, people flying around. I am here joined by Blaze Gravity here in the commentary box with myself. Welcome to the commentary box, Blaze.
Hello.
And yeah, so this is Portimao, an exciting one, definitely. Who do you think can win this then?
Now, since Dakar is in here, I don't think we're starting the formation lap already. I think so. I'm pretty sure Jordy's will be winning the race today. He's been qualified around top 3 yesterday, and since we didn't have a Q3, I think the fight would be pretty close.
Wow, actually, I think you got it wrong there. Dakar is here today, actually. Just not Dakar.
Oh, is he?
It's Dakar. Yeah, there he is. So let's get straight to the track map now. So this track is 26 kilometers, 2.8 the track map so far, and it's gonna be an interesting one. This isn't it? Definitely one to put in the history books, especially since there's been an announcement on one of the teams. Would you like to say who it was, Zen? Blaze, sorry.
Partial
Sorry, I've been server deafened.
activity. Yeah.
Wait, can you say it again? I was server deafened for some reason.
I said Zen, because they were partially inactive really, and after their main driver, their top performing driver, Mr. Macho, left for I think some other team, and they've been performing poorly since then. Barry Wong, the second driver, I don't think he's he's in the league now. So
Well, we should be starting very soon. Okay. So Dakar starting on pole position for the Boot GP. Hold on, Blaze, go into a private call really quickly, and then it'll be easier. There we go. Sorry about that. We're having some technical issues. But I apologize if my mic is very quiet. It's not my fault for some reason. It just does that,
yeah.
which is really annoying. So here we go for the lights. It is going to be soon, starting very soon. Dakar lines up on pole position with Love My Geordie and P3 and Mr. Mook Show. That's the top three. 2 Beat GPs on pole. In the top three, sorry. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, and 5 red lights. And here we go. Let us commence fourth. It is the Portugal Grand Prix. Here we go. Dakar not getting that bad of a start, but Love My Geordie keeping it up with them. There goes Mr. Mookstro keeping it nice and steady in P3. Going into turn 1, Dakar's coming out on top, but Mr. Mookstro is making the move for the lead. Here we go, looking further back though. It looks like Love My Geordie is still fighting for it, but here comes Chris Zun. Chris Zun is going up into P2. He's now catching up to Dakar for the lead. And Wasupe is also getting involved for that P3 position. Going into the hairpin now. Dakar still looks to be leading, but Chris Zun holding it very, very close with him. But further back, there's a Sparks also getting involved. This is a beautiful battle for the P3 position. What's happening here?
Yeah, so like I said, what an amazing start. And like you said, actually, quite a midfield fight. I see. Lucibot, I think he's one of the last people, or in the midfield. Quite a fight going on between a Sunset GP, obviously a team you own, Blade. But like I said, it feels very tight right now. We can't really tell what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. But you have to keep an eye on who's keeping it up, though. But it seems to be between Mr. Mixjo. I think that is Keeper Gast. Yeah, that's Keeper Gast, Mr. Mixjo with Supe and Love My Geordie. But it seems like Love My Geordie's falling further behind. Further and further. Here we go. But Dakar is leading with half a second in front of Chris Zun. Then it's Mr. Mixjo. Then it's Wasupe. Then it's Love My Geordie. Then Keeper Gast. Zembo Gamer further back are in about a second behind. So the top 5 is the top 6, sorry, is leading the top from everyone behind about a second. So there's a massive gap between those lot.
And yeah, if you notice, all the top 6 are quite high performing drivers as well. Love My Geordie, obviously, quite an ideal contender for P1 before Dakar was here.
Definitely, but it seems like it's going to be mainly a battle for P3. Chris Zun got a fantastic start, I do have to say there. So hats off to them. But Dakar looks to be very comfortable at the moment in that boot GP. But also his teammate, Mr. Muxjo, is holding his own in P3 up against with Supe, and I think that is Love My Geordie. I don't particularly know.
Oh yeah, and my mistake at the start. Mr. Macho is apparently in boot GP, so wrong team I've mentioned, but that's a pretty strong lineup from boot GP. Dakar and Macho, two very good drivers.
But it seems like Chris Zahn is falling behind, and that's allowing Mr. Muxjo catch up a little bit for that P2 position.
Very interesting fight here, P1, P2, along with the fight for P3. Mr. Macho, although he's trying to catch Dakar, I think he's still quite close to the people at the back. Around still within 3/10, I think. Interesting thing going here on for P4. I see Christian right now. I'm on board with him. Still very tight for P2. There's still Mr. Macho, I think almost even, lining up a move on Christian. And I see a sunset behind. That's Jordy. Love My Jordy. He's sunk down into P6, which is not very fortunate for him. But Wu Supi from Braun GP, I think he's made quite a few places from the start. P5 now. And I think Blade is just gone for a while, so I'll just keep it going. So interesting fight here for P3. I think Jordy's coming close to Mr. Macho. Just the three of them keep as well. Braun GP at the back, almost joining in the fight, just not quite yet. Onto the straight they go, onto lap 4. Dakar still sitting quite comfortably in front of Christian, 1.250 seconds. It's a pretty good lead from him. And Christian making a little bit of space, but just not enough. I see a Braun going wide in the background. That would be Wu Sapi. And for another new car has joined the fight for P4, Zenboy of Braun GP. I think that's a new signing as well. He's doing pretty good, seeing as last time he was in one of the Kaizen apparels. So doing quite well for him. Maybe a new team, new environment, new teammate, getting the good impression and impacts as well from the team. Christian taking a good lead on my screen right now, around 0.5 seconds, I can tell probably. And Mr. Macho, he's fallen back a little bit. He's fighting currently, I think, with Keeper Gas.
All right, sorry about that.
Here going on for P4.
Sorry about that. I'm back now. My microphone was very, very quiet, but I'm back, and it should be slightly better. There we go. So yeah, looking now, Chris Zahn in P2 1.2. Well, we're about to see an updated version of that, actually. How far behind is Chris Zahn? Oh, he's actually catching him. But about a second behind Chris Zahn is Wasupe. Mr. Muxjo, keep gassed. But it does seem like the Sunset GP of Love My Geordie is falling back quite considerably here. After a very good qualifying, he seems to be way back.
Oh, and I think one of the Zen Motorsports, he's using a controller. I think it disconnected, so he's crashed out.
Oh dear!
I don't think he's going to join the race anymore. So poor outing for Zen. Just only one car, just the last race, and I don't think they're getting results.
No, that's not at all. But we look forward to seeing what that new team will be. But for now, we have to focus on this race, really. But it does seem like Chris Zahn is doing especially well at the moment, since he wasn't that great in qualifying, but he's really brought it back in the race, and he's keeping up with Dakar.
Yeah, and just now I witnessed a fight for P3. Musapi's now into P3, so he's overtaken Mr. Macho. Keeper Gast is right behind Mr. Macho still. So the fight is quite intense from P3 onwards. Not much happening in the background after P8. Mummy from Apollo, he's still in the same position around P8. And the rest of them, Lucibot, a good driver from before, I think, from the previous races. He's in P13, so not a good result for now for Sunset GP. Christian going a bit wide. I think all drivers have gone wide into I think turn 3. I think that's one of the corner cuts they've been kind of abusing, but I don't think
Yeah.
that's been monitored much.
Yeah, but really is close at the moment. Chris has gained a bit on Dakar by about half a second. There's plenty of time to be gained there. So maybe Dakar made a mistake, or whether Chris is just really on that pace at the moment. We'll find out
I
very
think he's just
soon.
really on the pace. He's been doing great. It's only 6 laps. I don't think Dakar would have made too much of a mistake yet. Not the tire wear for sure, because we've got around 18 laps to go. 17, 18.
Hmm.
Christian going a bit wide. I think onto the penultimate corner of lap 7. Sorry, 6. Almost crossing the line. Now it's lap 7. Oh, he's closed in the gap. He's only almost 1 second behind Dakar. So it's definitely the pace. I think for now, Christian might be the quickest driver. Yep, so he's the quickest in terms of lap time, 1:20.58 to just right in front of Dakar by 1/10.
So looks like we could see another Dakar win, but there is a possibility that Chris Zung could have a go at that win, or Wasupe, or Mr. Mixture, or Love My Geordie. They're 3 seconds separate the top 5, but there's plenty of room to play with.
For now, yes. Christian, P2, very good race for him so far. Remember, he's only the only edox on the track because Charles, I don't think he's attending this race. So Christian doing pretty good for edox right now, P2. Along with Braun GP, P3 and P7. I think Zenboy has dropped a little bit. Don't think that matters too much now because it's only lap around 7 to 8. And Blake, what are your thoughts about a pit stop, a pit strategy?
I reckon they'll all box around about lap 11 or 12 just to get that halfway point. And they don't really seem to be struggling on tyres just yet. So I reckon it'll be a halfway pit stop and then just keep it nice and steady. And it seems, what's happened to Love My Geordie? He's lost a ton of positions. He's gone from P5 to P9. Wow.
I think an incident. I think he might have caught a curb on track or something similar to that.
Not what you want to be doing around this track, especially since it is a very difficult track to gain back up on. But it is needed track to gain back up on. But it is something to really focus on. You got to really be focused. And it seems like both the Apollo Motorsports are P7 and P8 right now. Haven't been seeing much of them this weekend, have we?
No, not really. They stayed in the same position, or maybe both of them got one position because of Jordy. But quite consistent, not gonna lie. Right now, P7, P8, not like the field spreads we've seen. For example, Braun GP just now P3 and P6. Sorry, P7. Now Zenboy's gone up 1 position. He's now P6. So closing the gap in from the Braun drivers. Doing pretty good as well. The top 6 are in respectively 3 teams. Very right now consistent for the teams in terms of points for the constructors.
There's not really much of a battle going on except for the battle we're watching right now between Zenboy Gamer, Mum_me, and Randomize. Going into turn 1 now. It's a 3-way battle. And it seems like the Apollo Motorsports are going to come out on top here.
Yep. I think just maybe. No, Zenboy's doing pretty good as well. Like I said, he was one of the back runners of the season. Doing pretty good. New team, new environment. Doing good for him.
Well, going through the hairpin now, it looks like the Apollo Motorsports are so much more smooth there. They're really sticking together, those Apollos. Not the Zen. Did I say Zen?
Yeah.
I apologise there.
No, the livery is pretty good as well. It correlates to the word Zen.
I'm really surprised about the Sparks racing car right now. They're doing really well, especially since they're in P5.
P5. Sparks. Oh yeah, that is. Maybe that's something wrong with the leaderboard colors. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, no, it's not right.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the edoxes as well. That was confusing. But remember, Keeper Gassed from the Sparks Racing. Doing pretty good, yeah, P5. Never seen really too much of them anyways. I think they were proper midfield from the start.
It's close for that P3 position as well, actually, with Supe versus Mr. Muxjo.
Yeah, I think Wusapi's qualified P6 from yesterday, so doing pretty good. Podium, I can't really see that right now, but I think he might just have a chance for just a P3 if Mr. Macho keeps his pace behind. Mr. Macho, he's actually quicker than Wusapi right now. Or actually, I don't even see a Wusapi time lapse on the leaderboard, so there might be something wrong with that, or maybe just corner cuts.
Maybe, but Mr. Macho coming back, and they really do seem to be catching up the leaders, actually, with Soup and Mr. Macho. They really do seem to be catching up to Chris Zun. Don't know about Dakar, though. Dakar seems to be very solid right now, but it's not much of a gap, really. I expected a bigger gap from Dakar.
Yeah, like we've seen from the races before, like 2 or 3 seconds, even 5 seconds gap, or even more. So this track, because it's a high-speed track, it demands precision, really. And it's not really that much of a difference in terms of racing line. So I guess that's what is going on with the drivers. I don't think they're going to gain too much, not going to gain, or sorry, lose too much anyways, unless they take one of the big curbs, the big yellow sausage curbs.
Yeah, turn 1, you really want to ride. Turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3, you want to get on those curbs, especially at the hairpin as well, actually. If you watch Dakar, he didn't actually get on that much, Dakar. But you really want to ride the orange bit there. That is a danger zone where the CC is normally, but they do really get on it, and they do try and just cut the corner as much as possible around this track.
Yeah, and getting technical as well. If they go onto the apex and the orange bit, they'll also get some astroturf with the red and white apex. So using as much of this track as they can would probably be the best strategy. Like I've seen in really Dakar's style of driving, he uses a lot of the track.
But mate, not gonna lie, I keep saying this, but the keeper Goss is doing fantastic in that Sparks car right now. I'm just wondering if he'll be able to keep it up.
Yeah, I don't think I can't really see anyone behind him or even in front of him. I guess I see Mummy at the background. Not very close anyways. I think
No, actually, no, that's not Mummy. Mummy's way back. Mummy's lost a load of positions. I think they're behind Astro Blocks.
Oh, Jordy. Yep.
Yeah,
okay,
Jordy.
So incident with Mummy, I guess.
I'll
tell you, he's in pit lane right now, actually. He's just pitted, so actually you might be right. Around lap 11, that's when the tire strategy starts.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he's in the pit lane.
I bet you, once Dakar boxes, everyone's going to box. That's when it's all going to happen.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, that sounds very realistic as well. So,
yeah, exactly. But Dakar is known to save his tires so well that he can outpit everyone else. So I wonder if everyone will box earlier than him. So you never really know if Dakar.
Yeah, I don't know either because the circuit, it might just be a high tire degrading circuit, but with the corners, the tight corners, I guess you could just put a little less load in it because you don't have to go full lock, I don't think. But tires getting more and more important. We'll have to check when Dakar pits, or not pits at all even.
But Dakar hasn't boxed this time, I can tell you now. Nobody else is going to want to box.
Oh, I think I see a Esperts behind who's boxed. I'm not sure. I'm going to check.
That's Mr. Awesome Cyndaquil. No, he hasn't boxed. It's Keeper Gast.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, really, the tire wear is getting up to the drivers. I'll tell you right now, Mummy is P12 after the pits. Oh, and Awesome Cynical's just completely just smashed his car into the pit wall. I'm not sure what he's done there.
Yeah. There he goes.
He just turned left. Right, sorry.
So, Keeper Gast will come out in P10 there.
Or I think P9 on my screen anyways, but Yeah, I think that's around fair. He should have appeared around P8 or P7 because I remember he was around P5 and the gap is quite big anyways for 7 to 8 seconds. So maybe a little bit slow. I don't know. Keeper Gas making a move on Awesome Cynical. He's just lost his rear end just now. So
Oh,
making up places immediately after the pit. I think after the pit, the tires getting much better because this is a high-speed circuit. Like I said, you're gonna depend so much on grip and downforce. And Jordy gets a penalty.
there's a battle between Chris Zahn and his Dakar is boxed actually. Dakar is now. Oh, he's not. Oh, he's not in the box. He's made a mistake. He's probably spun. So that puts Dakar in P4. And it is an absolute tie for the lead right now between Chris Zahn and Mr. Muxjo. So that is P1 completely the same when they cross the line.
Yeah,
Imagine if it's like that when they finish a race.
0.0. That's
Wow.
pretty close. Christian almost taking a whole cut to the corner. Mr.
Yeah,
Macho on my screen right now, just leading.
barely at all. He's really
Still
struggling
behind,
here.
trying to get some place. Yep. Yep. Both of them going wide into the sand. Obviously, kind of abusing the tracks, but hey, it's your racing line. You take whichever one you want.
Yeah, exactly. But it does seem like Mr. Macho has come out on top of Chris Zahn, so that puts Mr. Macho in top. But I wonder if that spin will make Dakar think he needs to box. Because there's 10 laps to go of this race. Not 9, because there's an extra lap at the end.
I can confirm the tire wear is getting very close to the drivers. Lucibot just almost crashing out into the hairpin. He's just lost his rear end with some wheel spin.
And there's Masupe into the pits, actually. And he just jumps in and out there. And there goes Love My Geordie, I think. Yeah, there goes Love My Geordie.
They're still not pitting. He's still out.
Yeah, and who else is boxed? I think that's Zenboy Gamer. Yeah, that's Zenboy Gamer into the pits as well.
Yeah, so Keeper actually he might have made a very good decision by pitting early because this might have just given him more pace.
Yeah.
Dakar into third. Sorry, no, that was still the same after the pits. Keeper into P7, so that might have just worked for him. That strategy.
Not really, actually. He was. I'm sorry, but he was. Love My Geordie was behind Keeper Gast, and now Love My Geordie is in front of Keeper Gast. So Love My Geordie has actually gained a position. And the thing is, Wasupe must have had a horrible pit stop because he was in P3, and now he's behind Love My Geordie. So Love My Geordie's had a good pit stop.
I think I have an explanation for that. He just did his dry food penalty.
Oh, I see.
Within that. So I think he might have to do a separate pit. I'm not sure what's gone on there. But
yeah.
Talking about dry food penalties, corner cuts, they're getting so high right now. Remember 20 cc's for penalties. Some people getting 15s. It's all above 10 except for Mr. Macho, so keeping it clean. Christian as well on 9 cuts. So these two drivers, pretty good drivers as well. Dakar just got 10th penalty. Sorry, corner cut.
Well, it's lovely. That little driver penalty has allowed us to have a lovely little battle between Love My Geordie and Masupe right now.
Yeah, for P5 and possibly even the podium position because remember Astro, he's a Kaizen Aperol. Oh, yeah, I think he's just pitted as well. Or he might have got passed. I'm not sure.
I think Astro Blocks has boxed. Yep, he has. Yep.
Yep.
Dakar has lost a ton of time there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I can't really see on the timing boards. It's getting quite equal right now. Christian, I think I don't think he's pitted yet, Christian.
No,
so,
the top 3 haven't boxed yet.
Yeah, so he's 2 seconds off the pace since his quickest lap. Dakar as well, 2 seconds off the pace from his quickest lap. Mr. Macho, he's only just 1 second after his quickest lap. But Keeper, I think he's the quickest car on the track right now, 121.032. He's gonna make up positions.
I think Keeper Gast could get the lead of the race after they've boxed, unless they're going to the end.
I think they're going. I think they might be going to the end. It's lap 17. I don't think it's worth pitting right now. Or maybe just maybe you get a 5-lap sprint on your tires. But
Maybe.
keeper guess, like I said, he might have got the right strategy. I think that early pit has done him some good, lots of good actually.
So what are the CCs looking like, Blaze? Can you have a look for us?
Yep, Jordy on 23 CCs. I don't think. Actually, he might have to start being careful because Jordy, he's P6, 25 CCs for a disqualification. Wusapi also gets a warning just for CCs. I think right now he's on about 15 to 16, or even 18. Yeah, Wusapi's on 18 CCs. So just 2 more for him, and it's a drive-through penalty. Not something you'd want at the end of the race because it's basically a sprint. Strider, Astro Blocks, not really too much of a contender. He's on 19 CCs. Many people are approaching the 20 CC mark, 17, 18, 19. I think one of them just got them now. Oh, actually.
When I
he's
interviewed
getting a little bit high.
when I interviewed Mr. Macho yesterday, he said he wasn't going to win this race, but with a 3.2 second gap, he might have a big chance of actually winning this race. He said he was mainly focused on just getting on the podium, but he's looking very good right now, and I wonder, can he win this race?
It's looking good, not only for him, it's also for Boot GP. P1 and P3, that's a pretty good outing as well. Remember, like, not any other team has got P1 and P3. The only one is P2 and P3 from eDocs, since Decker's basically dominated all of it. P1 and P3, Boot GP, would this be an even more dominant showing for the constructors?
eDocs got a 1-2, actually, a while ago.
Oh, actually, okay. Well, they're going to have to match that.
Well, Dake might be able to do that, get a 1-2 for the Boot GPs.
Not sure. I think Daker's a little bit behind Chris. Chris still... Actually, no. Chris is actually slower than Daker.
Yeah.
Daker's 1 second quicker than him.
And
he's even quicker now.
Wusapi, will he be able to get up to Keeper Gast?
I think he just might. Keeper Gast was the quickest car just now, I think. Wusapi is beneath the 121s, 120.78. Pretty good pace from Wusapi. Quickest car. Not many other cars beyond 120 ones, actually. All of them are mostly matching 121s to 122s.
What's going to happen here? Wusapi is getting really close to Keeper Gast here.
Interesting as well. And just looking at the leaderboard, Lucibot, I think he was quite a good driver at the start. I'm not sure. I think he's got some good positions. He's now P14, last place. Remember, Zen Motorsports, their only cars crashed out due to a controller disconnection. So last race, not so good after all. Not the good ending they wanted.
No, not at all. No. But we look forward to seeing what that new team will be. Any predictions?
I have no idea, really. Probably a big car manufacturer.
You reckon? Oh, Astro receives a drive-through penalty there. Here we go.
Spicing things up. From Dakar, since he's made a mistake, he's still in P3 right now. I think Keeper's not going to get much...
and here goes Wusapi. Wusapi is making a move. He's gone past Keeper Gast. That is P4 for Wusapi. Can he maintain it, though? It does look like it, because Keeper Gast has lost a tire time. I wonder if he's got high CCs, Keeper.
I'm not sure. Right now, Wusapi, yeah, he's just passed, so he's for P4. He's the quickest on the track right now, 120.5. He's beaten basically everyone. He's got the fastest lap. So, this is the fastest lap since the start. Remember, Christian with the quickest lap before, he set that around lap 5 or lap 6 when the tires are perfect, basically. So, Wusapi, would he just get that P3? Would he get Dakar? Not sure, because I see Chris right now right beside Dakar and they're fighting.
Well, we'll have to find out, but I feel as though Dakar might catch up to Chris. But if Chris can get those good points, that'll soften the blow of a win and a P3 from Boot GP.
Not something they want, because Dakar, he doesn't normally make mistakes, doesn't he? He really just nails it and gets the gap from the rest of the field. But now today he's not really doing that.
Yeah. But it is Dakar right behind now. Look at this. This is going to be a battle for P2. Dakar going for the move. I can tell you this now. Although it may be slightly laggy, which is annoying because he could have some really good racing right now. But there goes Dakar round the inside. We saw that bit. There we go. Coming back onto the main straight. And there goes Dakar for P2. It's a 1-2 now. And
Geordie's disqualified.
Wow.
Yep, so he was in P5, I think. Now he's in P9. So points finished? No, not really. So 0 points finished for Sunset.
Yeah, but there's someone else to keep an eye on. I think it is Chris Zung going to make a move. He is keeping up with Dakar, but there's not much of space. There's no room for mistakes around here. This is for the P2 position. But I can tell you what, Mr. Macho, he's probably having a time of his life right now. Wow.
Yeah, Mr. Macho, he's going to start.
Oh, and Chris Zung's into P2. And there he goes. But Mr. Dakar's making a move back at him. Can Chris Zung keep it up? Yes, he can. Chris Zung is staying in P2. But there goes Dakar back round. Oh, here he goes. Chris Zung getting a better exit. Oh, it's going to be so close. Going across the line towards the penultimate lap. Yeah, here we go. And it does seem like Dakar's just in front, but barely.
Yeah, just barely. Yeah, people are starting to get close, very close to the 20 cc's. I think both of them, or some of them. Wusapi is on 19 cc's. I'll check with Dakar. Dakar is 1-2, so Boot GP going 1-2, pretty good.
Yeah.
But Dakar, I think he might just not get drive-through penalty at all.
No. Is there anyone else to keep an eye on right now?
No, not really. Except for Wusapi, he's very, very close to a drive-through penalty. Not what you want the last lap, unless you want to finish in the pit lane. Otherwise, I think this is what's going to happen. I think this is set. Mr. Macho is definitely going to get that win now, unless he something big happens to him.
Can we quickly have a look at the standings to see if Dakar can win the championship this race? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, if Dakar just gets a P2, he wins the Drivers' Championship.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Wusapi's just got penalty, drive-through penalty from P4. So, like I said, probably even commentators curse. P4, oh, what a great showing, but sadly through the pit lane he goes.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but yeah, Dakar, if he gets a P2, that is the Drivers' Championship, I think. I don't know. Can we get a confirmation?
Yeah, I'll go have a look right now. I think it just might. Remember, from the start of the season, what round is this? This is probably round 8. This is round 8 Portimao. So he's been here since all races except for RRA because he's dropped an umbrella. But he's been having P1 6 races.
Sorry to interrupt, but Wasupe has had a drive-through penalty. And that puts Keeper Garson to P4. And Mum's got me. And Dakar spins! And Dakar made a massive mistake there. And that allows Chris Zung to go through. And that's it. This is the final lap, remember? This is the final lap. As Mr. Macho will be coming out to probably win this race unless he makes a massive mistake.
Yeah,
so it'll be a P3. Going through. Going through to the going past the second to last corner, now into the last corner. Mr. Macho's coming down the main straight to win what was a fantastic display of consistency. Here goes Mr. Macho across the line in just a second. And here he goes to win here in Portimao. Dakar's bad luck in Portimao continues. Chris Zung, P2, and now Dakar, P3, with Keeper Gast doing an impressive performance for that Sparks car in P4. And Randomize getting their best performance of all time in P5 and Zenboy P6. Mum_me, where will he come? And there we go, Mum_me P7. Well, Soup is going to come across the line now for P8. And then it should be Lucibot, actually. Bringing a nice comeback.
Yeah, I think he was even P14 at one point. Or even out of the points. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's amazing recovery.
So that's 2 points for Lucibot. But the person we're all talking about is Mr. Macho, the winner of the Portimao Grand Prix. Dake's bad luck is continuing.
So, what a display of driving, and as well, Dak. Something common. We see mistakes from him, spins, and something happened in the start of the race around lap 7. That is pretty rare to see. Mr. Macha winning his race, and remember he was from Zen Motorsports, so what a turn of events from him. And Braun JP, both of the drivers got a driving penalty. I don't think Zen has served his yet, so something might happen with that.
So, if we can get Mr. Macho to park in the right spot, not there. It's the other way around, my friend. Not there. It's the other way around. And can someone tell him to do it the other way around?
Well, they're replicating yesterday.
Oh, I see.
Yep. They did what they did yesterday with the odd lineup of cars.
So that was the race. So Mr. Macho comes out in P1, Chris Zun P2, and Daker P3. I bet you Daker didn't expect that.
You must be fuming. Honestly, I don't know. Would this be just skill issue? No, probably not. But remember, I don't think he pitted at all, so it might be probably fair for him getting a spin at the end. But not pitting and still getting P3, that's pretty good. Remember, Keeper, he's the first one, or maybe even the second one that pitted, and he made a massive gain. He kept his P4 from, I think, what it started as not even in top 10. So
can we move to the interview room? Sorry.
Yep.
All right. So we'll soon be interviewing these top 3 drivers, and wow, just impressive. We'll be back in just a minute.
So congratulations, Dakar P3 podium still. Was that something you expected, P3? So yeah, I don't think Portimao is quite your track. Is there an explanation why, really? Ooh, okay. So how has those bumps messed you up? And you said bumps were everywhere, and turn one makes no sense at all. So how significant was that track layout to you in playing a part of your not so great results, as you say? Okay. So I know you're a mouse user, I think. How hard is it to keep the wheel spin out of the car when you're doing these high speed corners? Like I said, turn one, like you said as well, just doesn't make much sense to you. How hard is it to keep that tire spin out, and especially the tire where you said that affected you much? You didn't pit at all. So so was that why you had a spin? I think somewhere I might say turn one. Yep. If you want, you could type it in the server if you wish. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Dakar, thank you for your time. Congratulations on your P3 anyways. Uh, we'll go on to the second driver, which is Chris John, interviewed by Blade. A note yet? All right. Yeah, we've got quite some feedback about the curbs as well. But thank you for your time, Dakar. We'll move on to Chris John of with Blade.
All right. So, Chris, that is P2 after a very eventful last few laps. How are you feeling?
Good. Good.
Would you? How did you feel when Dakar lost his rear end slightly?
Nothing. Basically nothing. I knew I would catch him at sector 2, so I didn't care.
Would you say you felt a massive relief when you finally crossed the line because you did no pits?
Yeah.
So that's your second podium for Edox. Last season, you really struggled to get a podium. Would you say
Yeah.
it's been a lot easier this season?
Yeah.
Would you say it's confidence, you think? Or would you say it's just better chassis this season?
Confidence.
Okay. Well, your teammate, you were the only driver here today and your teammate didn't come. Would you say you could have got a better result if Charles was here?
I don't know.
All right.
Ask
Well,
him.
would you... After yesterday, you started qualifying. You qualified P6, I think you qualified?
P7.
P7. Would you say it was difficult to work your way up the grid?
No.
Okay. Thank you for letting us interview those very short answers. And we'll
Thanks.
see you next weekend.
No. 2 weeks time.
Oh yeah. It's next race.
Yes.
All right. See ya. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, so Macho, congratulations on your win. That's quite unexpected from most people, anyways, from most of the viewers. How much were you expecting a win at Portugal today?
Not very much. I was expecting to get possibly a podium, maybe P4. But this track has given me good fortune. I've been very good with this track in other leagues, and this one's no different.
Yeah, and what do you think was the key feature that not even feature was the key thing that led to your win? Because obviously you were performing consistently as well from since the pits and the events leading to Dakar's P3. Why do you think this track suited you, to be honest?
Just the flow of the track. Like, it's not too high speed, but not too slow speed either. And also composure was a big thing. It was pretty hard to stay composed when you're in the lead, obviously.
Yeah, and since the start, you're fighting for around P2 to P3. How key was that composure to you, the driver, to keep calm and keep consistent and not make any mistakes?
It was very key to keep calm. I spun on the last lap, I think. And like, I was getting very worried at that point that I would be overtaken, but we kept a good gap and ultimately got the win.
Yeah, and according to the pace chart, you were only paced on P4 with Wu Sapi and Christian were one of the two leaders of pace. And how do you think consistency helped you today? Because that was quite the showing. I think you won by around 5 to 3 seconds. That was pretty good as well.
Yeah, consistency is a big key. Like, you can set fast laps all you want, but if you spin or something, you're going to hurt your tires a lot. And it's going to cause you to be slow in the long run. Being consistent helps you, helps you helps you stay into a good spot.
All right. Thank you for your time, Mr. Macho. Congratulations on your P1. Do make sure to celebrate it because that's a great achievement. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was the interviews, and what a very great interview with Mr. Macho, Christian, and Decker. Now we'll be starting the podium, and I bet you now that is going to have Booten, the team owner of Boot GP, is going to have a massive smile on their face after they're seeing they got a double podium. Not as big of a smile as a 1-2, but I bet you're going to be very, very happy. So, it is now podium time. For the RRA 2021 Portuguese Grand Prix. I think he's left. We're going to have to char someone as Dakar. So, after a very interesting race, Dakar won't be with us for the podium, but he is going to be in P3. We won't see it just yet, though. But I reckon the first person that's going to come up then is going to be Chris Zunn, after a very interesting race, indeed. Yeah, I guess. I have no idea if you clinched the championship yet. We'll have to find out. You'll probably find out very, very soon. In P2 is going to be Chris Zunn in the Edox there. That's the second podium of the season. Second P2 actually. And for our race winner, it's going to be a very great debut with the Boot GP team. I think it's his debut. Mr. Macho, whatever, has won this Grand Prix here in Portimao. And the Queen has joined us. Queen has joined us, and I wonder if we'll get a performance from them. And Queen, time for our performance. We're going to play God Save the Queen. Thank you. Freddie Mercury is here for our anthem. And that's beautiful. I am crying in happiness with that anthem. Yeah. First British anthem of this season. First British winner we've had ever, I think. Massively demanding performance. And there we go. That is the anthem, and that is Mr. Max Joe. Very, very happy. Our first British winner, I think, in RRA. So that's definitely setting history for the future. And I bet he's going to be very happy going home, celebrating, and having a bit of fun with the Bloxy Cola. So yeah, that is the Portimao Grand Prix once again. The Portuguese bad luck strikes again on Dakar. We'll see you next time.
No, just hold on. I've calculated the points. If now we're saying if this is a lot of theoretical, right? If Charles from Edox gets P1s for the rest of the season, so 4 races, he will win the championship, I think. Or with P2 in Dakar, I'm not sure because this math is really, really quick right now. I just done it, but
okay.
This is very theoretical, anyways. So
that is. Thank you, Blaze. That is a very helpful information. Yeah, that is Dakar. Dakar is now officially not champion yet. You'll have to win next race to be champion. So we'll see you next time in Valencia, a flat track, the street circuit. We'll see you soon. Thank you and goodbye.